want to stay? Okay, come on in, baby boy. Get your dinner. Come here. Mama's gonna be. Oh, very nice. First thing first, I just did a rough sketch on the canvas, so I'm gonna come back over it with a layer of white gesso, just to seal in the graphite because I didn't use charcoal. should give us a nice even coat on here. Just need to give that a second to dry. We can carry on. Start with the sky. Trying to adjust the light too, so you're not getting a really bad glare. That's better. Allergies always start when I paint. Maybe I'm allergic to paint. Alright. Yeah, look pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and get the paint ready. So we're gonna do this entire painting and only with only 2 paints. I'm gonna do Prussian blue and titanium white. I don't have much left in this tube. Let's make it work. trying to get this to come out of the tube without splattering it. It's a little questionable when it starts. It's the last of the paint. I might have to take the top off of this one soon. Okay, that should be enough for now. So again, all this is going to be done in the two colors. I get the sky kind of dark up here. This is just the first coat. Kind of want to get it a little bit darker around the edges. To mix in a tiny bit of black then. Just go ahead and paint the edges of the canvas black. I always like to paint the edges in the beginning, just get them black. I'll touch it up afterwards in case any paint ends up getting on the edges, but I think the black is a nice clean way to have it prepped and ready to frame, or ready to hang without a frame, I should say. So it'll look nice going straight on the wall right out of packaging. Don't even have to take any framing steps if you don't want to, because framing can be really expensive to get done. I don't do any of that myself. I even hang my own pieces just straight up on the wall in the frame. So we're gonna come over here and do the same. This is a bigger brush than I would normally use for this, but I'm just trying to get a quick coat down. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm gonna touch it up once, painting is finished. Alright. There we go. I'll get the bottom after this starts to dry. I'm going to blend a little bit of the blue down in here. I just touched the side. I just touched the side. That's fantastic. I don't know why I always do that. I forget. A little bit of white, not pure white, gonna add a little bit of the Prussian blue to it. And without touching the sides, I'm going to build up the clouds here. I'm gonna go in and add some definition, but that's what we got right now. Okay. Kind of lightly brushing the edges just to soften it up a bit here. Well, that's the way I'm going to take this dry brush and just kind of soften the edges more. just blending them out. So you get nice, soft, kind of fluffy clouds. I'll just change the shape of them. So I'll get something I'm happy with. I don't really like this piece in the middle. Doesn't look natural. Okay, I think I'm kind of happy with that. Okay. I'm just gonna bring this out here. Probably start leaving it alone. I just want to make sure I get a shape I'm completely happy with before I stop. And then put it out. It's okay that this side is a little bit darker. We got a little more lightness here. And then those darker clouds, I'll put in some highlights after. Alright. just use this brush. I just need to make sure I have a pretty straight line here for the rising. So use my blending medium. Okay, here it is. I'm gonna take some of this and just apply it over. And basically what this is it's a slow dry medium, so it's gonna allow me a little extra time for blending on the canvas. So now I want the area around the hand to be wider. I'm just laying a little white down first. Just do the dark edges first. There you can go. There you can kind of see where it's finally hitting in, blending with the white. I want the bottom down here to be a little darker though, so it's not going to have some of that white blended in. Darker, murkier waters. And kind of blend up into the white. Most of this is going to be white because I don't want to take away from the hand. But I'll go in and add little touches of white and blue throughout here. And a bit more white highlights this guy to really make this pop. Let me fix this one. Spray down the palette. I don't like my acrylics to dry. Alright. Go ahead and do the hand now. Amar, welcome to the stream and thank you. This is a new piece I'm starting tonight. I do have a few unfinished pieces that I will continue with on stream later this week, including a repainting of a fantasy landscape called Dragon Fog, which the highlight can be found in the highlights here on Ustream. It's my previous video from like a week ago. Kind of move around. This is one that I think I can get the majority of the painting done within 24 to 48 hours. So I'm hoping this is no more than like a 2-day painting. Just something fun, you know, for anyone that ever feels like they're just drowning in life. That's what this piece is here. Now that I got the outline there, I'm gonna just go in and blend in some of the blue. What's up? How have you been? I heard you in Swoop's stream last night, but I wasn't in the chat. I hope you've been well. You have been missed. You know Punk's always going crazy, asking where you are. Okay, just need to come in now. I'll highlight it again, but right now I'm gonna blend some of this out. I'll have to touch up the hand again, like I already know. That's fine. This is a dry brush that I'm coming in and kind of softening it up, blending it in a little better. Yeah, Punk sounds like traumatized from your departure. You'll be okay though. I am doing great. Just trying to work on a few pieces, get some things in my shop, get it going. I'm going on vacation next month, so the shop will be down from the 1st to the 14th. But I don't want to leave like a ton of things unfinished, so working on art, working on writing. Recently entered one of my novels into a contest where you can like pitch to like agents and editors, and I had a really huge agent, one of the biggest literary agents. I think it's probably like number 3, maybe number 4. I was interested, so I've been doing a ton of writing, rewriting, submitting, and I neglected my art for a little while, but I am back. Still waiting to hear back from some of the agents. Trying to blend this in a little more, because the arm, the fingers, everything is not supposed to be white. White is reserved for the highlights, so it's kind of like a really pale blue that I'm creating here. And these lines don't have to be perfect, they're kind of ripply and loose for a reason. I think I need a little more blue over here though. It's a little too white. Piece caught hand solo. Clever, but in there. Right now it's just called Drowning. I don't know if I'm gonna title it anything different. I'm kind of letting it dry because there's a few areas I kind of overworked. If you get too much water, it pulls the paint off. So there's a few areas where I did overwork it, and I did a tiny bit too much water and it pulled the paint. So I just have to let it fully dry, and then I'll come back over it and do some touch-ups and some blendings. So yeah, I'm just giving it a second. I want to make sure these places are 100% dry before I go back over it. And I'll add some highlights and stuff in the clouds, so it'll look a little different once I add in the white. I usually do my clouds in much thinner blended layers. So while this is drying, I'll show you a couple other pieces that I've been working on. Like I said, I've been super behind due to writing obligations and other work-related things. But this is one, I started it on stream last week. This is going to be a repaint. You can find it in the recent videos on here. It's also on my YouTube, Crazy Slayer 187, crazy with a K. But it was a previous paint. This part right here, I'm gonna rework some of that. This is an older piece, and I completely repainted the sky, repainted the mountains. So probably tomorrow I'm gonna go in and add some textures to the mountains, add in some trees and rocks here, and then fill it in with some fog to give it kind of a fantasy look, touch up the clouds, and I gotta get my dragons back in here. It's called Dragon Fog because it was a very foggy, moody piece, and there were two dragons that were flying over here. I actually might switch it up. I might move them over here. I'm not really sure. I'm really terrible at painting dragons, so I'm not looking forward to it, but it's kind of the name of the piece here. It's kind of the whole dragon fantasy vibe I was going for. Love dragons, I just can't draw them for shit. And another piece, which I got discouraged with, so I put it up for now. But it's going to be a Mad Max inspired painting. It's a little darker than I wanted. I shouldn't have done. I probably should have gone with a white gesso instead of a black gesso for this particular piece, for how I painted it. So I need to lighten up the sky, add the clouds, but it's going to have like a whole, like a little crack that drops down here, and it's gonna be more pinkish purple sand. It's all really, really, really dark. That was just the first coat, kind of unfinished. You can see that this is the black gesso and the charcoal from the original sketch where I didn't even finish painting this, but I'll get around to finishing it. Reminds you of Final Fantasy landscape. Nice. As much gaming as I've done in my life, I have never played a Final Fantasy game. And I've played on so many consoles, it's crazy. You know, NES, 64, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, like, I had so many opportunities to play, but I just never played Final Fantasy. Just put a little spraying some more water on palette here. Acrylics dry so fast and I do not want it to dry. Also I need to rinse out and dry my blending brush. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm missing out. Well, the new one that's coming out, I might jump in and give it a try. I don't know, the old ones, I never knew what it was about. I can't even know it was turn-based, and a friend told me, because I like XCOM, and they were like, it's turn-based. I wouldn't have guessed that, I don't know, it's just one of those things I missed out. Sometimes if I didn't know what something was, I just didn't want to try it. So I played like a lot of horror survival, like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, and a lot of like racing games and Tony Hawk games. But yeah, I'm willing to give it a try. I play a lot more, like a diverse range of games than what I did growing up, so. Draco, I almost stepped on you, baby boy. I almost stepped on you. What are you doing? My dog hates it when I paint. As soon as I set up the camera and the lights, he's like, no, bitch, no. Come here. You want to say hi to the camera? Come here. Come here. Come here. He's like, what's going on? Say hi. Say hi. He's like, nah, I'm not about that life. Draco, that was like your 5 seconds of fame. Alright. I think, yeah, it's looking pretty dry now, so we can continue. Okay. There we go. Just touching up the top here. And the bottom going to be kind of darker here. And I'm going to darken up some of the sides. I had too much wood in here. I kind of want to break it up. Sometimes you just have to go with it and take a step back and look at it from a distance, and sometimes it'll look totally different. You get too up close and get too focused on one area, and you just have to kind of view it from afar and see how it changes when you back up. Sometimes you notice that things are a little off, or areas could be better. More highlights, more shaded areas, so just keep stepping back and taking a look. Do like it mostly. Probably gonna get a little more of the white out of here too. I'm gonna leave it like that for right now. Actually, let's... Oh, see, I already forgot to touch up the spot. Right. Really? Okay. to go in and add some white to my clouds. Just adding some lighter colors, just building some texture here for the clouds. Frankie, welcome. This one right now is just called Drowning. I know I'm not really like super fancy or creative, but I don't know, maybe that will change. Right now that's what it's called. Sometimes you just feel like life is fucking you and you're drowning in the bullshit of life. Stressed out, bills, just whatever, life, anxiety. For me, it's like a combination of everything. So that's what this one's all about here. Frankie, there's a delay. I did answer you. I don't know how, I can't remember how bad the delay is on here, but yeah, there's a delay. Don't hate me. So I still gotta touch up the hand and blend it out a little better, but I'll probably do that off stream just because I have a little more control if I'm like able to lean in and sit down, which I can't do because the PlayStation camera's propped up on my chair, on the back of my chair. I'll get a like. Need a hand? Oh, I do need a hand. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's coming along okay. Yeah, again, I'll have to go in and just do the little details of the hand up close. I'll sit down and do that tonight after I end the stream. Me too. So I painted the sides black so it looks nice when it's hanging. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side before I forget. Come lend me a hand, Frankie. Of course, if this is me drowning in the water, Swoop definitely isn't gonna save me. You and Tori aren't gonna save me because sharks. Mar's the only one that might save me. Of course, if I get that far out in the water and I'm just stranded, I'm just in trouble. You guys can just let me go. I'll be shark bait. I still haven't finished that storm painting. I have so many unfinished pieces. I still have Storm to finish. So she's still waiting for her turn. I don't have the right color brown paint that I need to mix to get the right skin tone. I can use the brown paint I have now, but I don't know. I'd rather have the color I know mixes well. So yeah, I'm still working on that one. I can swim, just not for long periods of time, and I can't tread water. I don't know what it is. Like, I cannot tread water. And I showed this one off earlier, but I don't think you were here. But yeah, this is another piece I'm working on. Repainting the dragon fog piece, so it's work in progress. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for now, guys. I need to let this dry and then go in and do some more details on it. But I'll probably be working on the dragon fog painting I just showed. I'll probably be starting up the texture on the rocks tomorrow. So I will be streaming that. And again, this is where we're at on the drowning piece. This was a fun, like, it's gonna be a 24-hour piece. It'll be finished. And I'll post pictures on Instagram. Geeky_acrylics if you want to follow on Instagram. And yeah, I will see you soon. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Frankie, if you're still here.